Hello, Abby. Or did I need to, are we going? Okay, excellent. So we got you this woven wrap, and I know your mom got you one too. And they are my favorite kind of baby carrier for a little baby. And so I'm going to show you how to use it. And my favorite newborn baby wrap is the front wrap cross carry. And there's lots of videos on YouTube if you want other demonstrations of it. There's tons. And the first thing you do to do a front wrap cross carry is you find the middle of your wrap. And a lot of wraps have a middle marker. This one doesn't, but I have about the middle right here. And you place the middle on your chest. And then we're going to take one side up behind me and cross it up over my shoulder, making sure it's like flat and straight across my back. And then I'm going to do the exact same thing with the other side. So across my back and across and up over my shoulder. And then I am going to end up with, I need this to be a little bit more even. All right. So then I have this horizontal pass across my chest, and then one side coming off on each side. Now, this is the point. You can start like this, and then you go and get your baby. So, this is my Baby Wearing Group's demo doll. Her name is Jade. And so you get your baby, and you put your baby through the horizontal pass and into your wrap, and you can bring her feet out the bottom. And where you want your baby on your chest, you want to make sure she's high, so you can kiss the top of her head without having to like make some kind of weird maneuver. And you want to make sure that the baby's chin is never touching their chest, because that will compromise the baby's airway. So it's kind of good if they're sleeping, you can kind of turn their head to the side. And you want to make sure that the wrap is going to be tight, supporting their back and body. So now we're going to tighten up. First, we're going to make a seat. So a newborn's baby legs naturally, unlike this demo doll, they naturally just tuck right up. And so this is really easy. You can just take this and you stuff it up, and you want to pull the fabric up about to their diaper height on both sides. And the newborn's baby legs are going to be all curled up, and you just tuck that fabric right there. They're naturally going to be in the right position. You want their bottom lower than their knees in like an M shape is kind of what you're going for. So now we have just tons of slack. So this baby is obviously way too loose, and if I were to just tie now, the baby would slump down in the wrap and its chin would go on its chest, and that's a really common mistake a lot of people make. So now we're going to tighten up, and to do that, you have one hand on your baby, and you take one side, and you tighten up the wrap strand by strand. Because of how the fabric is woven, you have to pull out the slack through different parts of the material. So you take one strand, and then you can take another strand in the middle, and another, and then now you're going to hold all that tension and switch hands, and do the exact same thing. And I have a lot of slack here, so I'm going to kind of feed it that direction. There we go. So now what you're going to do is you have your babies nice and tight, and you can feel that their spine is supported. If they're too loose, you will be able to tell, because that if you push up against them and they slump back away, then they're too loose. You want the baby to kind of stay. If you push, and then they should stay where they are, not like slump away. So now we're going to cross under the baby's bottom. And especially with a newborn, you kind of have to just kind of tuck it in there because they're just so curled up usually. And then you go under the baby's legs. And then you can tie behind you. And in a double knot. Always a double knot, because then you know it's not going to loosen up over time. And if you have, this wrap is going to be a lot longer on you, and you might have enough space with the wrap to just cross it behind you and then tie a double knot right here in front. Which is also more comfortable if you're going to be sitting with the baby wrap. It's more comfortable to have the knot in front of you than it is behind you. And if you have a short wrap, you can just tie the knot actually off under the baby's bottom is another thing. But, so then, that is, after I get my double knot in here, That is a front wrap cross carry with a woven wrap. I hope you enjoyed.